Hey y'all, this is Joe from St. Bernard Acres out here. I'm going to do a little update, not much of one. This is Sunday, February 28th. Again, sorry about the wind, but as I've said many times, we have plenty of wind up here. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Gail is cutting some more branches. We want to replace the bars in the chicken coop for the chickens so that they are on natural branches instead of the dowel rod type things that we bought. So she's going to pick up a few of those. We can do some of their run and some in the coop. Still nice and green out here. But I came out here to do a barn beam license plate video, and actually got up the hill this time. Didn't have to park over in the neighbor's yard or over in his driveway, which is good because I think he's over there working on his septic system, trying to put in a septic. But everything is still good out here. I've got to put the cart back in the camera, one of our trail cams that we catch everything on. I took that in and emptied it off. So we'll replace that cart and see if we capture something over the next couple of weeks. And now that the weather's breaking, we're going to be able to come out here and actually do some work. I got to finish up the framing, start putting in insulation in the house. We're going to start working inside the barn, get it all cleaned out, and start framing in the shop because I got plenty of 2x. So I'll start framing all that in and start getting that part set up. Just so we have stuff to do out here. And I can't afford any major projects yet, but we can get a lot of them. Make sure everything's still in the barn, untouched. And it looks like it. We're still good in here. Haven't had anybody visiting us. No four-legged animals that we know of. Let's see what I mean about having plenty of beams for license plates. It'll take a while to fill all this up, I guarantee you. Let's continue our little walk around. Well, a couple weeks ago when I was out here, or last week, this ground was all mushy. It's been a good spring, or a good winter. Duh. Getting ready for spring. There's the trail cam that we get the most action on. So I'm gonna load it back up and set it up again. See what we get, put some more corn out, and see if we can attract a few more. But it's, the end of February, 60 degrees out here. Just insane. Absolutely insane. If you see, I'm gonna walk down this little slope here, but I've got a nice flat area that runs. This is almost kind of boggy, but runs over that way, probably oh, you can't see it anymore. I had a post, but see if I can zoom in on those trees, because I run all the way to those two trees right there. All of this is ours, and then it continues on down. Again, I don't know if you can pick up the slope or not, but it continues on down into the valley. And it stays pretty much flat all the way around. And this is going to be where we plant all of our fruit trees and nut trees. And we can fence this in pretty easily and keep the deer and some of the wildlife away from them. And then we continue on over this way, telling you about the stream that runs in the back of the property. There's somewhere in here is a little path that goes way down in this valley. You can see the ridge line over there. I believe, if I can see it in my viewfinder. But we go all the way back to that property. That's our property line, is that ridge up there. And this goes down into that valley, and you go down another 300 feet or so, and then it's a pretty steep drop down to the spring. But it's all flat up in here. There's the barn and the house, and we'll just plant down this area. I'm gonna have a guy bring his brush hog out and brush hog all of this out, so we can start getting it prepared and cleaned up and start using this area down here as well. But this ought to make a nice fruit orchard, and the garden up there directly behind the barn. But I'll see how soon before everything starts growing again. See how soon I can get my guy out here and cut down a lot of these trees. I know I got apple trees back here, some maple, I believe, some beech, some oak. I mean, I got a variety of trees, but it needs to be cleaned up. And the vines have taken over a lot of them. That's all got to be cut down because they don't get a chance to grow. But I'll say what I can and prune up what fruit trees are back here already. But his brush hog will take down all of those. He can do, I think he's at up to 2 inches. 2-inch saplings or 3-inch saplings, he can take them down. And that'll clean all this up back here. And pretty much, well, if I got all this done back here, that would pretty much double what we're using so far, as far as the property goes. But let me walk back up there, get through all these damn briars again. I wish there was some magic way to just kill all the briars, because they grow year round. We never see dead ones. And they do like to grab onto your clothes. And this is what, imagine this still all green and grown, this is what our whole property looked like when we came out here, when we bought it. And that's why that first day we looked at the other property, didn't even come over here and look at this barn. But now we know this is worth cleaning up. But that's my little update. Wish there was more, but I imagine in the next month or two we'll be out here doing some work again and getting to work on that tiny house, getting to work on the barn, and actually see some things being accomplished. But this is Joe out behind the barn. I'm out.